Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, another episode of this season. I know got done with state hockey for high school, but for both everybody, I guess, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Um, we'll talk about the boys varsity here in a little bit. Just a little shout out to Carter Sanderson
Mm.
as he just played his 100th game for the Lumberjacks, for the Lumberjacks, which is great.
Yep.
Yeah, they also clunched a spot. And then yesterday, the 23rd, they played a game and he got a shorthanded goal. So pretty sweet things happening there for
I
Carter.
wonder if that's back to back for him because he had a shorty too like a week ago.
I guess I'm not sure.
Or no, maybe it was just that breakaway goal. I know he had a breakaway goal too. I saw. I don't know if that was short. I can't remember if that was shorthanded or not either.
Yeah.
But on the PK though, it's good.
Yep. He's been playing a lot of minutes up there, of course. So, but yeah, so congrats to Carter. Hopefully we can get him on the next episode, or at least in the
before playoffs.
Yeah, right before playoffs there is what we're hoping for. Got to get in contact with him, bring him on, and then just kind of talk to him. He's probably going to be more focused on that Lumberjacks and that.
Yeah,
and
keep the focus there.
Yeah, and try to not get him too focused outside of that and looking on to UND, because UND is doing really hot right now too.
Yeah, look at the game. You see Sioux Falls won a couple bids for that. They'll have I don't remember who. Yeah, it's like I think Quinnipiac and Merrimack, Providence and UND, something like that. I think we're the 4 teams. Or 2 games, I believe.
Yeah, so
I don't remember. Do you know when they were?
I don't know off the top of my head.
So I know we looked at when I found it out. I looked at tickets at work.
Oh, really?
To see how much they were. Yeah, yeah, it's a few $100 for just the. Yeah, we would not be sitting where we were at.
I know.
At the game. I'll just tell you that.
We'll make a sign.
It was a few hundred for just up top. So it's gonna get it's already, prices are rising pretty quick, and you don't even know like who was that, like who was actually at that time. You had no idea who was even playing. It was just to buy, and it was almost sold out. That's the thing. There was only a few seats available.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So
pretty cool though.
Yes, so we're excited for Carter's future. Again, he's gonna play his I don't know, the Clark Cup and try to go back to back with the Lumberjacks. And we hope they can do that. I know they got another guy that signed with your affiliate team, the Grizzlies. One of their guys from the Lumberjacks went and signed there, and I believe he's now playing there. So
yeah,
things
like
that.
I think it was the Hershey Bears.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I have to look who that is.
And so
I don't know. I didn't see that, so I'm gonna have to look and see.
I thought it was the Bears. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was some Grizzly, but I know that they had someone that signed somewhere.
Yeah.
So they lose. I can't remember who, top of my head, but
there's been a couple people.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They've lost some key guys, throughout the season, to go play college and things like that. So can't, that's their goal. They want to get to that next step, and when that team needs them and wants them, you gotta say yeah. You don't. It's tough for the guys
because it's funny. Cause I shouldn't say it's funny, but it was interesting because Tynan, he left during the season to play with Boston University, and now that BU got eliminated because obviously the NHL Hudson's there now playing. Yeah, so it's just like like what's Tynan doing now?
I know.
He can't come back. Can't come back and play because the Lumberjack season's still going, but his college season ended, so even though he moved up, the season ended earlier than where he was at. So I'm curious to see if he just starts working out off-season training.
Or if stays at BU and they start training. Yeah, my guess. So, but yeah, so there's that. Good for, again, Lumberjacks. Good luck to them. And yeah, into boys varsity. We had some craziness happen. Probably in a very long time, anything crazy has happened.
I mean, for the team itself.
It's
23 years.
Well, yeah. So it was from what I've seen, watching the games, one fun weekend. It started with that first game. Yankton ended up winning 6-3, but they were down 3-0, and I thought, wow, this is going to be one of those upsets that we talked about, but wasn't really for sure. But then Yankton picked it up, tied that game up, and they they took it
Clearly.
on.
Yep.
So good for Yankton that first game. So again, they won 6-3. Um, and then another upset that we said that could possibly happen, but we jumped our ship and went to Sioux Falls East, but they just, that first period was all Sioux Falls East.
Mhm.
Aberdeen came out in the second and third, dominated, and won 4-2 in a comeback. Um, that pumped up a lot of people.
Mhm.
I know I was ready to leave and go down and watch the rest because how excited I was, but I did not want to get stuck in Sioux Falls because of a storm. So I didn't go, but I was very tempted to. I was ready to call off work and just go. But yeah, you know, Aberdeen against Sioux Falls, the East, it was a big game. It was fun to watch. Um, and I was very surprised. The kids worked hard as far as I know, in season. I know it took them a little bit, but
Mhm.
like Trey and Vinny was talking about last week, they always get hot towards the end,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
I think that was true. They got really hot, and even John at Capital City Rock, he even talked about it, that Aberdeen was the hottest team coming into state. So
Yeah, with a big
hopefully,
already upset against Yankton
yep,
earlier, and then
um,
finished out the last weekend strong with those 3 games, going 2-1.
yeah,
Been dominating 2 out of the 3 games. I mean, both those first that Friday, Sunday, with 9 goals scored.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I kind of want to go through each team's going after we go through the state here. So yeah, again, Aberdeen 4-2 against Sioux Falls.
Mhm.
Then Sioux Falls West and Rangers, probably the most interesting out of the first round that we really wanted to watch.
Mhm.
The upset got me going. I'm like, here we go. This is gonna be a fun next game. Brookings ends up with the upset, if you want to call it, a fifth seed, then beats 4 seed
Yeah.
3-2. Both Sioux Falls teams. I might have to look when the last time both of them lost
In
the
the first
first
round.
round.
Yeah, it's probably been
That's
a
pretty
hot minute.
crazy. But yeah, Brookings took that one. And then Rapid and Watertown got very interesting. Watertown had
Had
a
1-0
2-1
lead.
lead. Yeah, 1-0, 2-1 lead, and you never know. And so, but after Aberdeen scored, and I believe Wyatt scored, yeah, that
I mean,
second goal to tie it, he kind of told him to, gave his little
yeah.
signature move of, quieting the crowd, and that
Yeah.
was it for Watertown right there. And they just
Mhm.
answered 8 right there altogether.
Yeah, it's
So,
hard to play a full 60-minute game against Rapid.
yep, 100%. So then, second day, the elimination games for the consolation bracket. Sioux Falls East comes out and beats Pierre 5-2, ends Pierre season just like that. Um, I missed.
Who I assume they
Whoa, I
played.
missed one here.
I assume they probably thought they'd be playing.
Where's that? Wow, I didn't add that one.
Oh,
The West.
we're not done.
Whoa, did I not do? No, okay, yeah, right there. I didn't add this to the. Okay. Anyways, West wins against Watertown as well, send Watertown home 7-2. Then the big game was Aberdeen and Yankton. Again, Aberdeen was 7 seed versus 3 seed, but again, the big talk was Yankton already lost to Aberdeen. You
Mhm.
never know what can happen. It was tight for a while there, but Yankton, with their big crowd that showed up, got them hyped up for sure. They win 8-3. Yankton goes on to the championship. Aberdeen third place. Another tight game. Brookings and Thunder Rapid, which you could maybe say was the state championship game. I think a lot of people wanted to see that. But again, Rapid ends up getting a close call, but ends up winning it 5-3. I think they had mostly a 2-goal lead majority of the game. But again, came down to Rapid again, winning that one. Next day, Saturday games, championship games. Sioux Falls East beats West 5-3. That was a fun one to get things started. Kind of went back and forth there
It was a
for a
little
little
slow to
bit.
start, but once they
Yeah.
got going after the first, they were really moving. It was
Well,
going pretty good.
yeah.
It was just back and forth. One team would score,
Go ahead.
next would score, one team would score, next score, one team would score, next would score. It was just
And
back
then
to back.
yeah, and then East kind of took over.
Yep.
Um, and then yeah, the Brookings and Aberdeen. Aberdeen goes down 2-0 all the way to the third, and Bill Howard decides I'm going to put the team on my back and goes and gets 4 points.
Him and
Trake, all
both. I mean, it's just funny.
just those two, just
those
connecting each other.
2 shorties.
Yeah,
or a shorty.
So yeah,
both and Bill Howard both same shot, same spot, same shot, same goal.
Yep. So Aberdeen upsets the Brookings Rangers 4-2, wins third place in 20 some years, since like 2003 or something like that. They won a placement at state like that. So
that's better than fourth. Which even if they lost, it would have still been the same.
Yep.
Like they haven't placed because that's all. I mean, the first round that matters. That's basically saying that Aberdeen hasn't won their first game in a long time, 20 some years.
Yep. And then Rapid Yankton for the championship. Rapid wins 8-3. It wasn't a terrible game, but then when Rapid got rolling, they just got going. And I don't mean any disrespect when I said that Rangers and Rapid was the state championship. To the Yankton guys, you guys played one heck of a season. I think you need to celebrate the second place because no matter what, I think we all believed Rapid was going to win it. And to get second place at your second time ever at state, very, very impressive. I'm not taking anything away from that. But yeah, like Rapid and Brookings are just, they're an oil machine. They just keep going. They know what works and they just keep going.
Both 2 teams that make it.
So their defensive strategies are so well, and why that was such a close game. I'm not saying, if you're taking Brookings defense and Yankton's defense, you're going to take honestly, if you want to take Rapid's defense and Brookings defense, I almost want to take Brookings there for a little bit. Rapid's got some great shooters, and I think that's definitely why they win. Their passing's really good, but their defense for Brookings has always been solid, and it's always going to be almost top 2 in state at all times. So I'm not trying to disrespect anybody from Rapid at all, but yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next year. Right.
Oh yeah.
Again,
I think it's gonna be different. It's gonna be like I don't feel like Rapid will be up where they're at. Like, undefeated wise.
I will say, congrats to Rapid. I don't know if I said that. Yeah. Congrats. Yeah. We good. We kind of knew it, and I believe we heard that you guys got third at nationals. So congrats on that. Yep. I know it's not what you guys wanted, but 2 losses in the last 2 years. That's still pretty impressive, and they're both at nationals where you're playing best of the best. So congrats on that. That's very impressive. So, but yeah, like you were saying, it's going to be tough now for Rapid. You lose your top 3 guys in Wyatt, Cam, and is it Colton, I believe. They all are gone. So I will say I see that Jackson Hepper, I believe, is coming back. He was, I believe, number 4 or 5 on that list of top guys. So he'll come back. That'll be a good I don't want to say an addition, but a good positive thing to look at is him as he's coming back, and hopefully he can do some leading there, and try to get Rapid to stay where they're at. But even like Jackson Reeder, he got a couple assists, couple goals at state. And so I'm excited. I'm not exactly sure who's all gone and who's all staying.
I know, it's
really I believe Caden from Rapid. I'm not sure if he's a senior or not, but I'm excited to see. I don't think he is because I didn't see too much of him, so I'm excited to see if he comes back.
Is their goalie Simmons? Wyatt?
Simmons, both their goalies are gone, I believe, because Simmons is going to Augie's club team.
Yeah.
And is it Brody? I believe is the 6'5" goalie. But yeah, I'm excited to see
what's taller.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. And again, like I'm West and East, like I don't know who's all coming back for every team. I know Yankton loses almost everybody, so that's gonna be hard. I know who Rapid kind of loses. Aberdeen, of course, I know who's gone. Brookings, I don't really know. Huron, Watertown, all these teams. Pierre, I think Dodson. right? Dylan is gone. I don't know about this Lyle Boynin, I believe. I'm not sure if he's a senior or not, but um, yeah, and like a Logan Anderson. Like I'm not sure on all these guys out there, but I will say, like, I'm excited to know, I guess. I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know how we can figure that out. And we might have to talk to our rink side guys and see if they kind of know, especially in the east and west side down there. That will be
I
helpful.
think we got to talk to whoever running game sheets to just add in like
Yeah, see,
their
yeah,
senior, just
that
put that
we need to, yeah,
SR or JR so you know if they're, or
yeah, anything,
SO for sophomore and then FR for freshman or
yeah,
something, just so you can differentiate
yeah.
and figure out like for us,
Yeah. Well, and it'd be nice too. It's like we have a freshman
well
playing
that
varsity hockey minute,
well
like
yeah,
this and that. Like
even
I would
for
love.
I guess you could say for scouts because then they can go
Well,
and look
yeah,
and see like, well, what's this, maybe if they're saying like, because yeah, if you go and look at like Rapids,
yeah,
you look at, this is like look at like, scouts looking at Rapids players, they see, freaking Reader's got 175 fucking freaking
well,
freaking
yeah,
points, and he's like, damn, how old is this kid? And then he could tell based off of like he could figure out an age range
yeah,
if it had a freshman or sophomore or junior or senior, if it had that next to it.
yeah. So I don't know. We got to have something to know, like who's who, because
Mhm,
I don't. I want to know. I want to know
mhm.
who's
Or you could
a
like
s
kind of maybe get a little bit of prediction for next year. I mean, well, you can kind of predict too based off of JV, kind of how JV was, kind of how. That's why I think if it something like I'd say maybe half of everybody goes, and like you have like half JV come up,
yeah.
like you can kind of maybe see who or how things will shape out next year. Like I've got a little bit of high hopes for Huron based on how they played, how their
And
JV did.
same with Sioux Center.
Sioux Center
I
as
think
well.
I like.
Like
I really
the bottom teams basically that were in
is
varsity,
it,
their JV teams
yeah.
were
Like
better.
Brandon Valley, I don't feel like was too terrible when we saw
Mhm,
them play Aberdeen right away.
mhm,
Can they keep that going? Like
mhm,
with Sioux Center, I know a lot of their guys played. A lot of the JV guys played varsity minutes as well, but now they
mhm,
had varsity minutes. Can they? You know, I want to go back and Sioux Center JV beat Rapids JV. I think um, their goaltender King, uh, he's if he gets better and he gets the varsity spot, goaltending is a
yeah,
big thing. Look in Aberdeen.
mhm,
Aberdeen's goaltender Andrew. We give credit to Carter and Drake, but Andrew kept them in these games,
and he'll be
and
back next year.
yeah, and
And so
so
and so is
it's
Carter and Drake as well. Plus, I mean,
well, yeah,
the whole line is
we'll
back.
get up to, yeah. We'll talk about Aberdeen here in a little bit because I'm excited about that, but yeah, I think overall, like, I think Brookings, as far, I'm not sure like how many seniors played JV, how many played varsity,
Mhm.
but I don't know. You guys let us know. Like, how is there something out there that we're missing? Can we figure it out, or what should we do to know? Like, do we? Because I really want to know and keep track of this so we can figure out. Okay, well, hey, they had a good season next year. This and that. And it would honestly help us out too to bring like a senior on and talk to them personally. So I don't know, something to think about down the road, um, but like the only really team I can talk about next year coming back for varsity is Aberdeen because we know who is and who isn't because they're our home team. So,
Mhm.
um, but like you were just saying, yeah, Carter, Drake, and Dahlman are all coming back. That top line, their top three
Mhm.
guys are all coming back.
Medill, right? Mhm.
Chris, yeah, Medill's coming back. They have another. His brother is a defenseman. He's there. So you have two Medills, but yeah. So their top line, and here's the thing too. Um, they ended up. They have another player that I think is very good that ended up getting, I don't know, suspended, whatever it was in Oakley, and if he comes back, like, you split up Oakley. Well, you put Oakley on the second line with, I would probably put Dahlman probably just because Drake and Carter has been playing really well at state together. Keep those two together. And then you have Oakley and Dahlman together. I would just think add another forward in there, someone that's gonna work hard as well. Dude, Aberdeen could be very, very sick. Again, Andrew back in the pipes got from last year to this year, it was unbelievable amount of growth that I don't think anyone saw coming.
Mm.
So if Andrew gets better, Aberdeen's just going to be a scary team. They really are. I think losing Jackson's going to be really tough because that blue line, Jackson hold that blue line. Well, same
Mhm.
with Austin Schmidt. He was a
Mhm.
senior as well. So their
Mhm.
top defense pair is gone. Um, I do like Fishback and Jace back there. I think they work good together. I think the big thing though is the penalties that I know Fishback, Logan, talking to you. You know, taking some penalties. I know there's other defensemen that they have that take some dumb penalties, and that's going to be the biggest factor I think of next year. Is if you're gonna cause us penalties, you're probably not gonna play. Is my guess.
Well, we know how it is
But
when it comes to Aberdeen.
yeah, but yeah, I understand that. But you know, they look at different numbers. Oh, he's always yeah, and I understand that. But um,
Well, the ref committee as well is aware of we've talked about it
oh
off
yeah,
stream of the situation that's
yeah.
been going on the last couple of years here.
But yeah, so I'm excited for it. For Aberdeen's future. At least definitely next year. I don't know uh how it's gonna be after that. Of course, I think they're still gonna have some seniors. Um, that when they go, it's gonna be tough.
Mm.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, I wish we could talk more about other teams when it comes to who's leaving and who's staying. I think because Sioux Falls are still gonna be competitive. They got young
They got so
guys.
many people
Um,
that's coming. Like,
I wonder if they're gonna kind of
well, and is
I
Brookings
don't
going to
know,
have two varsity teams next year?
JV.
Because they had two JV.
Yeah,
So
I doubt that. I
just
think
so
they're
they
gonna
have
just stick with
stick with one.
yeah,
But what if they have too many? I don't know. Like, you never know.
yeah.
I don't know how
You can just
many.
keep adding JV. Like yeah, their second JV team actually it looked like they were short on the bench.
Mm,
So it all depends. But
depends who's coming up and who's all
and
leaving.
again, how many JV guys
Or
were
leaving.
varsity?
Mm.
So it all yeah. So all that matters. I don't know how many people are leaving in Watertown. Again, in Pierre, I don't know. Um, and yeah, even Brandon and Sioux Center, like I don't know who all those people are all leaving. So it kind of sucks. I'm sorry that we don't have that for you guys. I want to talk more about everybody. I don't know what you guys think is the best way to go on it. Like I said, you guys know, let us know so we can figure it out because yeah, that's something I do want to know. I want to
I guess
it
we got to
matters.
call
It
all the
matters.
schools. We'll have
Oh
to call
gosh.
all you guys' schools.
Not school.
Ask them, hey, is this person
I don't know.
in?
He's homeschooled. Well, come on.
What grade is he then
Yeah,
in
good.
his studies?
So yeah.
What is his reading comprehension level?
Jeez. That's not a good question to ask because mine's not very high, and I'm telling you. But yeah, other than that, over at like boys JV, Brookings Rangers won. Brookings Rangers team number 1 beats Rapid 4-1 in this championship. Girls varsity, um, the Sioux Falls beats Brookings 5-0. So that was crazy
For
how good.
repeat,
Yeah,
right?
Sioux Falls. Yep, Sioux Falls just kind of blew that one out. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, I am excited though for everything like that. I don't know if we said it last episode with Rinkside. I know we talked to them about kind of their future and what they want to do. I think the content for not for Aberdeen, but the content for South Dakota hockey is just getting bigger. I think Rinkside is on the I don't want to say the fence, but they're on board. I guess they're on board kind of how our vision is where we want to um showcase South Dakota hockey. And so instead of doing South or Sioux Falls East, they want to broaden their aspect to every team.
Oh
So,
yeah.
and the whole thing, they want to do a lot of posts and things about that in South Dakota hockey. Um, on Instagram, we're gonna do a lot of same podcast, but what we're gonna do is more South Dakota hockey. So we're gonna probably, look through the season coming up, kind of see what we can do to have more content on that. I think what we've been doing a lot of is like 15 minutes or so of just South Dakota hockey and then on to NHL. And we want to switch that. We want to switch it to where we're talking about South Dakota hockey for almost 45 minutes, if not our whole hour or
And
so.
then the ending is just us
So,
ranting about our
our
NHL
NHL team,
teams.
exactly. So that's kind of our plan for next year, guys. Um, Let us know if there's like any segments out there. I know we've had some. We want to maybe do maybe like a top 5 players list type of thing. Have Yeah, just different things like who had the most penalty minutes. You guys, I don't know. Just I don't know what to do yet. We're trying to figure stuff out there. We want to have a fun time, showcase um, videos, things like that. So we're gonna be asking a lot from you guys in the future,
Mhm.
and we'll definitely be in contact with Rinkside, talk to those guys, and see what we can come up with.
Probably
For
maybe do a little bit more interviews, hopefully with players.
Yeah,
I would say that'd be like
yeah, and
one
maybe
one
yeah,
thing for the future because we didn't do as many as we like this year.
yeah,
I know we had Luke as our first one, which was well, I'm glad. I'm glad it was him because it was such a good first one.
yeah.
Obviously, he was a great kid and everything,
We
and
just
he
had
did
a
really
mess
well.
up on our end,
Yeah,
which but
that's totally on us. Nothing at all on Luke, but I enjoyed that. It'd be nice to get got him back on, or even like next year if we get some of these guys who have graduated, just
yeah.
shit, get a memory or anything like that.
Um, but yeah, so I'm excited for next year. I'm excited that we're gonna focus more on South Dakota players and things like that. Again, we'll still be talking about Carter and what he's been up to. Um, and then
Or that we'll be going to some college games.
yeah, Wyatt. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll keep up with Wyatt. I think we're gonna try to keep up with guys at Augie. Um, with Trey and Wyatt, and I think there's someone else that's down there as well that played South Dakota hockey. But yeah, and just have more content on that. I
Mm.
think is what we
Well,
want to
and
focus on. I think is what you guys like to see, of course.
I
And
know the girl. I guess I didn't look to see how the girls did at nationals because they went as well.
yeah, I guess I'm not sure either.
I'd have to
I
check.
know the boys, um, 16 and 14 and 18 are all playing. I believe it started today
Oh, okay.
or it starts this coming week. Yeah, I think it was today or maybe tomorrow.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so yeah, give us some ideas, guys. Let us know in the comments and DM us on Instagram. I know a lot of you guys have been doing that already, so
Mm.
let us know what you guys think, what you guys want us to start doing, what you guys think would be really cool. Um, yeah, top plays, what I don't know, anything. We just let us know what you guys think. So,
Mm.
but other than that, it was a good year, it was a fun year, some upsets, but again, I think next year you guys are gonna have a lot more competition, a lot closer standings, and I think those power rankings from Rinkside is gonna be pretty insane week to week. So
Yeah, we'll have a full season with them.
yeah, so
So
we're excited to be a part of that and see what happens in the future. So, but other than that, we do it. Got to get to the
bye.
NHL.
Just
Yeah, yeah,
kidding.
bye. Screw you guys. No.
I don't want to talk about the NHL.
Okay. All we're gonna talk about is who's clunched and that wild card race because
I want to rant to my team. Let me rant about my team.
you want to get that out.
No, not right now.
You just at the end, so no one
At the end, so nobody's
nobody
here
care.
to hear it
Yeah.
or
Okay.
who's here to care about
Okay.
it.
So, um, I don't even want to talk about specific.
Could we just say this? I'm just gonna say this about between like it is such a like
it.
it's obvious that the difference between the East and the West, but the big thing that I've like been like I wish I could quote it word for word from hearing it, but it's hilarious because you look at the East and it's just like holy
Holy
crap,
crap!
like it's everybody wants it,
Yeah,
everybody wants it, and then you look at the West and it's like who wants
that's
it?
it. Yeah.
Anybody
Like,
want it? It's yours. Anybody? It's like Gary Bettman is sitting at the podium and he's just auctioning off the wild card spots, as an auctioneer. He's I gotta get one, gotta get one, gotta get one, and and teams are like just sitting there, just like, what the heck, I'll take it. And then and like next week, the other team's like, sure, I'll have it this week. It's just like Does
Yeah.
anybody care
I
over
think
there?
it sucks to see that the wild
Weak.
card in the East is at in West are 10-point difference.
It's
And
bad.
again, I know been a big thing about um my team and as let's say, well, my team in LA, right? We're fighting for a spot at 73 points, 75 points for Nashville, right there at the wild card spot.
Yeah,
And you go look at the two teams fighting at the 2 and 3 spot. Detroit and the Islanders are both at 84 and 85. So it's like, really, we're doing better than these guys and we're not going to get in. Yeah, it does suck. I will say it does suck. And I think what needs to happen is they need to go to the conference, and it's just the best 8 in each conference, and that's it. Because you can't do the whole league.
No, let's do all 16, baby. We only need 3 teams from the West. That's it.
That's just
We'll
not.
just take the Central. All you rest of you guys can go and play golf.
No, I don't like. I
No, I
just
know.
like. I don't know. I don't.
It's not like the Caps would be in there anyways either.
Yeah, like I understand. Like I just don't like. I don't like the system where it's at right now either. Like,
Well,
dude,
it's
we're gonna
not
have
changing.
We have Dallas and Minnesota.
It's not changing. They already when they
Oh,
had
I
their
know.
GM meeting, Batman already like it doesn't. It's weird because it's like, dude, you don't realize that you are not the boss of these people. You are employed by the
Yeah.
owners. The owners pay your check for one. So it was kind of annoying seeing the comments that he made about how he just this is
Like,
how it
yeah.
is for just how they don't want to change the playoff format.
And it'd be easy. But yeah, he's like, well, it's the best hockey, and you have a 2 versus 3.
Well,
You have 2 best teams playing each other right away. That's gonna be great hockey.
Well, he said
But
it's the best first round in sports, and it's like, dude, that's the first round. Like, it's not. It's like, I get it. Yeah, it's
yeah,
electric and it is fun. I get it. I understand that. But dude, we're here to watch the fun. Like, like, this is competitive.
we want the
There's a lot of
underdogs.
money. It's not even that. It's just like there's teams. Those teams deserve to move on and to be facing each other in the later rounds, not the
Yeah,
first freaking round. There should not be two
yeah.
powerhouses like that facing off.
I'd be okay if I saw Wild and Dallas second round,
Mhm.
like they probably would be.
Mhm.
Like, I'm okay with that. I'm
At
okay.
least give him a chance. Like,
Like,
holy crap, man, you're setting him
because
off to die.
yeah, like just think of the Kings back in, I think it was 14. Was it 14 or 13 or 12? That when they won, they were literally the 8th seed. They were the worst seed, and they took on all the best teams and went on and won the whole thing.
I mean, that was St. Louis in 2019.
Yeah. So I'm like, teams can do it, but yeah,
You get one every 10 years.
so I don't know. And honestly, like, as a Kings fan, yeah, like the 2 and 3 spot, that's where it's no fun. Now,
It's not even worth it.
I'd be up for this, that the first teams that win in their divisions, or yes, their divisions. So it would be like Anaheim and Colorado right now. They get that wild card spot, or the wild card teams. But then the 2 seed
plays the
other
other
2 seed,
yeah.
and the 3rd seed would ever play the other seed.
I would rather just have
that would be sick. That would be.
I would just do the 2. Well, you're the 2 seed. You have to get something for being 2 seed. So I would say you play the 3rd seed.
Okay, 2. Yeah, the 2 and okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
Okay with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you can't just like you're getting punished for
yeah.
being second.
Okay,
so, like,
I
at
like
least
that.
go
Yes.
the 3.
Because yeah, if you do it that way, then you have Vegas and the Wild.
Yeah,
that would be good. Dallas and Edmonton with that. Okay,
that would be different. The Dallas and Edmonton would be totally different.
Yeah,
I don't remember last time I saw that, but like it sucks because like the Vegas and Wild you see every other year.
Well, yeah,
but it's usually in the later rounds.
Yeah,
it's usually in the second round.
Exactly. So I'd be okay with it. It's an easy switch. It'd be like you can keep that. I think that format's okay then. Yes, you still have teams fighting. I understand that part of it, but honestly, if you're gonna make money, you can't just say the 16 teams are, first 16 are in, because one, the West Coast then isn't gonna have any hockey, and that's a lot of. It's just, you have to, if you want to showcase hockey,
play better.
If you want to showcase hockey, you want to make you want to make it big. You have to have that.
Yeah.
I understand.
But it's not
that
like that's got to be every season. That would just be how this season goes. I mean, you look at last season, it wouldn't have been the same last season.
I know,
it's just because this season, the West for some reason is just lackadaisical.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So I understand where people are coming from, but again, I understand that it's a business and we gotta capitalize on as much as possible. You can't just have the Stanley Cup played which would almost always be in the East Coast region of it, because that's where majority of the teams. If you looked at the West Coast, if you put right down the middle or
Mhm.
try to divide it, yeah, it's not. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. They need it. I know they're not going to change it, but they need to change it. I think whenever the CBA is up again, which is probably not in a while. The
Not
play.
for another 4 years.
So I don't know. So, but yeah, something just that simple where 2 seeds going to actually play this 3 seed from the different division. I think that would be sick because even you look down at the Atlantic, that'd be Tampa and Columbus and Pittsburgh and Montreal.
Mhm.
It's not like bad. It's not like they're gonna blow each other out. They're still, it's still gonna be tight because you look at Pittsburgh, it plays Montreal. They're both 86 teams right now. And you have Tampa at 91 and Columbus at 85.
I got Montreal.
Huh?
Said I would take Montreal in that series.
Well, against Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No.
But I'm just, it'd just still be fun.
Yeah, it would be different at least. It would
But
just be a. But the thing is, that's the other thing too is, a lot of fans like the rivalries.
Yeah, and I understand
And
that.
the rivalries that have been built would be meaningless doing that. But I'm not saying it's not the right. I'm not saying that's like I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying it would create new rivalries.
It would, yes.
But it would just suck from some deep seated fans that would just be like, oh man, like because like especially from Metro side of things with Pittsburgh, like playing up against some of those Metro teams. Obviously, they're not going to be able to play like the Caps or the Rangers or anything or the Flyers, but they'd at least be playing the Islanders, which I don't think there's much of a rivalry between them. But if they played the Flyers, it'd be pretty electric.
Yeah, but but that's the thing too. Like, you wouldn't want to watch Pittsburgh and Philly play first round. You like second round, be like, okay.
10 years ago, yeah.
Uh,
You have no idea, man. Watching Philly hockey back.
I'm not. I'm talking about just because they're rivals.
Yeah.
I would not want. I'd rather see a rivalry play at the second round. Is what I'm saying. Not the first round of the playoffs. I would not want to see.
But that's how stuff's built though too. Because that's.
But it's going to be a bigger one.
Eliminated from the first round. But I feel like it's worse being eliminated from the first round than it is the second round.
No, it's worse after second because you're that much closer.
I know, but that means you at least won a round.
Well, yeah, but why would it suck? Why would it suck worse losing first round than second round? I think
because I don't know, because I just feel like you win all that, because you have nothing to show for it. Nothing. It's worse to lose in the first round than it would be in the second because there's nothing to show for from the regular season. You made the playoffs. You lost first round, and you go home.
Yeah,
at least if you make the second round, you can say, "Well, we won a playoff series."
But it still sucks because you're.
I know, I get that, but I would way rather lose in the second round than the first round. I'm telling you that right now, and I guarantee a lot of people would agree and say the same thing. I would totally rather lose the second round than
because you're saying that second round would suck more.
No, I'm just saying no. I would rather lose because it would suck more in the first round because there's nothing to show for it. Nothing. It's not you have nothing to show for other than just making the playoffs. That's it.
I don't know. I don't. Okay, next.
Yeah, I don't know why you think I'm crazy, dude. I don't know why. Why would you want to fucking lose in the first round?
Well, you don't want to lose in the first.
I know,
round.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'd rather lose in the second round than the first round.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Yes,
but I'm saying
it would suck. I think it sucks more to lose in the first round than the second round.
I don't know. I'd be so pumped. Yeah, you won the first round. Okay.
Yeah.
Get to the second round.
Yeah, it sucks.
And you lose that second round.
You won a round.
Yeah, but you're at that second round, and now it's like, crap, dude. Like, we were just one step closer to that.
You still have a third round, and then to get to the cup final.
Yeah, but still, like,
you still have a lot more.
That would be like, it gets worse and worse. Like, you can't tell me first round sucks. Yes, you lose, and I'm fine. Whatever. Okay, I lost. No big deal. Second round, I get. Fuck, man, that pisses me off. That pisses me off. But then you get to the third round, the conference finals. What are you gonna say? Like, you lose that, and then it's like, dude, this is like
conference finals.
That sucks. Like, that's worse than losing the second round.
I don't think so.
Am I losing my mind right now?
All right, man. Just move on. Agree or disagree?
I don't know.
Agree or disagree?
I think
if you want to lose in the first round, that's fine by me. You can lose the first round. The Kings are used to that. So it's fine. I'm not. I would rather not. I'd rather not lose the first round. I'd lose that second round. I probably wouldn't want to lose in the third just because it's conference finals. But no,
Dude, I'm I don't know. I don't think we're on the same page here. I don't think we're thinking straight to get like I think we're completely like I'm on freaking Mars and you're on
I'm on Earth.
Uranus
I'm
and
on Earth.
I am dude, I'm so confused right now.
I don't get
What
why. How? I'm just saying, you make it to the first round. What do you have to show for? Nothing.
I don't care. We're in the playoffs.
I get that.
Okay.
And I would totally
But
rather lose the next round at least, and at least say I can win a round.
okay. But I'm saying is
It's
if
like,
you lose the second round, that's
yes,
gonna hurt more than losing the
I
first
don't
round.
think so. Not for me. Whatever, because it's personal feeling. So you're not gonna whatever you're trying to think, you're not gonna think it or feel it just because this is a personal thing.
Holy hell, what is going on?
I think you're way over.
Dude, we're gonna no one's probably watching this because I would be like, what the hell's going on? I want to know what people are thinking. But I'm definitely clipping this, and this is gonna be played almost every freaking day.
That's fine.
And I want to figure out what the
And
hell.
I think people are just gonna be like, dude, I don't think you understand what he means.
Because I'm gonna be more disappointed if I lose in the second round than I would in the
But
first.
I don't see what, like, I get it. You're gonna be disappointed, obviously, because you lost. But you could say you at least won the first round, is what I'm saying. Where
Yeah.
it's not as like I get it and I don't get it and I don't get what you're trying. Like I don't know what you're trying to make me think or feel.
No,
I'm not getting it, and I won't.
I just
Because I would rather lose in the second
fir-
round than in the first. Because I'm not gonna play all this 82 games and everything to get sent freaking home right away. That's gonna piss me off even more.
So would you say then?
Because then
Okay,
you're playing
let me try.
you're playing at least more. You're at least playing 7 games or 4
Okay,
games.
so let me
If
see
you
if I'm
sweep at
getting
least
this.
first round, make it in the second round, and then you get swept in the second round. It's like, well, at least won the first round. We made it a little deeper. We know how it is to get deeper. We know what it takes now to get farther. What it takes to move farther on, and then we'll go again next year.
Okay,
Lose the first round. It's like,
okay. So would you say?
Jesus
Okay,
Christ,
no,
we'd be here
Would
for half an hour talking.
I know
about
this is the last one because I think I might be getting where you're at. But would you say you'd rather lose? Okay, say that part again. Where would you rather lose at? The second round?
The second round, yes.
So would you say you'd rather lose
the next round? You're saying, like
yeah?
The conference final?
Yes, in
like,
the finals? Would you rather lose that than?
Because you're just assuming that as we get deeper, I'm gonna be like, well, it's fine. We made it this far.
Yeah.
See, that's the other part. Is it all depends. Like, yeah, this is my first time. I don't care how far I go if I lose the final. But if I'm McDavid and this is my third straight Stanley Cup final that I lost, yeah, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off. And it's gonna be the worst because that's 3 straight years in a row. It's all gonna be different, subjectively speaking, where you're at and everything. If it's my first time and I lose the first round, I'm probably gonna be like, well, at least I made the playoffs.
Okay.
Second time around, I make it, I lose the first round, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off. I'm really pissed off, and I'm saying I'd rather not even freaking make playoffs.
Okay.
But if I'm deeper in and I'm making it, make it to the second round, get that first round, I'm like, all right, we want a playoff round. Finally, here we are. And then you get farther on. But if you consistently keep losing in the first round, I'm gonna be like, well, I don't even want to make the playoffs because what the frick, we just keep freaking losing in the first freaking round. There's no point. Like, we just keep losing. And obviously, I don't play in the NHL, so that's the reason why, because I have this type of mindset.
I had that meme where the guy's like all the math problems everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely me.
You're just overthinking it.
I have no idea. I don't even know how this started. Honestly, I'm in freaking Mars right now.
We're talking about rivalries in the playoffs.
How the hell did we get to that from rivalries?
I don't know.
Dude?
I have no idea. I just said I'd rather lose in the second round than I win the first.
Oh yeah, because we talked about how I'd rather see the rivalries in the second round than in the first round.
Mm-hmm. But it'd be hard to get to the rivalries in the second round.
I would like to see them do kind of like how they do the Olympics, where like
pool play.
Not pool play, but like reseeding almost.
Yeah, but
But yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
know how that like worked really. Like even
I
like
don't
because
either.
I mean in the Olympics it didn't matter.
Yeah, everyone wanted that Canada and US, so do
Yeah,
they do it that there's probably actually logistics on it,
yeah.
but
But the way
yeah.
it worked out fine. But I
Like,
don't
what if you
know.
could do that? What if, like, they
I
just
don't know
said, "Screw it,
how
like,
like
we're gonna the top 8 teams, okay, but this is how we're gonna
you would
seed it."
have to do it if you changed the way. Yeah, if you changed it to if you seeded it through like that
Yeah,
way. But the way they have it seeded right now, I don't think you
yeah,
can reseed it like that.
yeah, I don't know.
Because it's wild card, it's not numbered, like 1, 2,
Yeah,
3. I mean, you could number it, I guess, without having to say wild card teams, but like they're not really a 7th or 8th. I don't know if they
yeah.
go off that. I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe if you could do it if it was like 1 through 16, if they did it that way, I think the reseeding might be interesting. But if you're just gonna do like 1 through 8, then I don't know.
yeah,
Like like if you have conferences split,
yeah,
but at 1 through
I don't
16,
know.
I think would be pretty interesting if they were to do it like ever
Yeah,
down the line. That would be, I think, pretty cool.
so okay, so let's just go through this quick since my body's
Your
like,
brain's mush.
yeah, I'm, like, out, dude, I don't know.
Matt, you end the debate. I know you're watching.
Hopefully, I haven't asked him if he has been or not, but I think Matt would still probably be as confused as me, honestly. But
I feel like I have a small inkling of a feeling for once Marty might be on my side. Maybe. A small inkling.
dude, I'm gonna find the clip of like where we started this. I'm gonna tell people on Instagram. I need you guys to watch this
Who's
and
crazier?
debate what the hell we were debating because I don't know.
Is he crazy or am I
Who's
crazy?
crazy? Yeah, who's crazier? Okay. So Western Conference here quick.
Mhm,
Two people right now are locked in. That's Colorado, Dallas.
mhm.
More than likely, we're going to see Minnesota be locked in here in a little bit as well. They need to get a little bit more wins here. But those 3 teams are definitely going to be locked in for sure, no matter what. We're not going to see any movement there as Utah and Nashville are looking at the Central, trying to get in to the top 3, which ain't going to happen. That's Utah right there as at 80 points, Minnesota at 92. Minnesota, like I said, they're going to lock in. We're going to see Minnesota and Dallas at that 2-3 spot playing each other in the first round. I think that's just kind of a given.
Yeah.
As Pacific, yeah, we talked about it. That's just kind of who wants it type of mentality. Again, the Ducks, who honestly were out the wild card spot there for a while. They were
You're coming back.
they were like, yeah, they were at like the 5 seed for the wild card spot. They are now at the top again. They got hot again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
They're doing good, so hopefully they kind of can keep continuing. I know there's times where at the trade deadline people don't know what's going to happen, so they kind of get a little scarish. They get that business mindset of I might be out of here.
Oh
Now
yeah.
it's kind of
Oh
locked
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
their team. You're good to go. So maybe this is what's happening in
It's because
Anaheim.
they got 2 Carlsons now.
Exactly. So,
Does
but
that say
it's still not given. It's still you never know what can happen here.
you didn't mention the team that got eliminated from the
We're
playoffs?
not done yet. I'm not
Oh,
down
okay.
to that far
Okay.
yet.
Okay. I was like, don't leave them
Yeah,
out.
I'm not leaving
They're
them
the
out.
only one.
Yeah. So Vegas, Edmonton, and Anaheim all looking for that number 1 spot still. Honestly, I'd be okay to see Vegas and Edmonton play. It'd be kind of fun to watch. Again, Edmonton honestly would probably get kicked out. I don't think McDavid can has a
Well,
strong enough back.
Draisaitl would be back by then.
He's out. He's ended for the season.
Just the regular
Oh,
season.
regular season.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He might even be back.
Okay.
I don't know. He was talking.
I thought
Wanted to try to be back before the regular season ended, but it was
Okay.
just regular season. Yeah.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
saw end of the season. I thought that was the
yeah. They
whole.
meant the
Okay.
regular season.
Okay. So okay, but still, Vegas and Edmonton would be fun to watch, and to see like a Ducks play Utah or Nashville would be a fun one to watch as well if that comes down to
Can
it.
you realize
Or
that
honestly, Ducks and
I don't
Kings would
think
be fun.
you're understanding that you're mentioning Nashville. I don't think you understand how
I've
big
always
of a
had hope. Want to go refresh the
what's our
beginning
rate?
of the season? Yeah, we should. We need to do that for
I don't even
next
want
time.
to. There's no
We need
shot you
to.
had Nashville up there.
Yes.
Did you? Did
I
you
did.
put
I
it?
swear to God, I did.
I don't remember that at all.
Yes, I had them the last 2 years because on paper they were fantastic. But yeah, so
I don't think either of us had Vancouver down there.
no, we didn't. But Pacific, yeah, still up for grabs. Who really wants it? We don't know yet. I would like to see Ducks to stay number 1.
You can
That'd
have
be
it.
really crazy.
You personally, you can have the spot.
Yeah, legit. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Again, the only competition there is LA. and Seattle.
I mean, does LA want it?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, what do you think about, like, since since the Kings are one of the teams that have this kind of talking point around them, what's your take on the loser point?
The loser point?
Yeah, the OT point.
Yeah, I know we talked about that last time too.
What's your
Because
take
like,
on?
yeah,
Because I mean,
like look
that's
at the
kind of the only
Kings.
reason
Look at
why where the Kings are at where they're at.
Yeah, they only have 28 wins, and honestly, that would
17
Calgary.
points.
Calgary has more points, regulation wins
Yeah,
than LA.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't.
Chicago has only
Like,
2
2
less.
yeah, so, I don't know. Yeah, like, I understand, like, well, here's the thing with the Kings, right? Kings play a tough game, um, and to be honest, Hiller, what they would do is they get the lead, and they play
The
defense.
defense.
They just play defense. Oh, they tie it? Okay, that's fine.
No.
We'll still play defensive
Mhm.
game.
I feel like that's an older set
Yes,
mindset.
and so that's why you see the Kings, especially the Kings. I don't know about these other
No,
teams.
the Caps do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what the Kings do. That's what
Mhm,
the Jim Hiller did.
mhm.
With now DJ Smith now as interim head coach, you see more of the assertiveness, the
Push.
go get them, attack. They're learning that system a little bit more, um, and I think because of that, you're seeing Darcy Kemper kind of not being the top of his game because they're not falling back, playing that defensive game. So they're on a learning curve right now, still trying to figure that stuff out. But that's why you're seeing LA's the top team right now with that loser point at 17. They're the highest in the league. Um, but that's because of that style of play.
Mm.
I will want to say hopefully next year that's not going to be the case. Um, and I hope that
You get a full season Panarin too.
yeah,
So,
Panarin, Fiala,
well, he'll be back.
and
Yeah.
Coots to see
Okay.
if we can, so that's down the road. But I don't see that going to be happening with LA next year. I think we're going to be more of a powerhouse team with how much stars we do have, honestly.
Mhm.
Um,
Should be.
and
And McCann, right? Is that, did you guys forget him? Or no,
no,
Lawton. Sorry,
yeah,
Lawton. Scott
Lon.
Lawton.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think our GM, I think Ken was going to realize that the defense is going to actually be a little bit more work, and I hopefully he can get rid of some of that decision on that end. But yeah, other than that though, that's yeah, it is what it is. It sucks, but it is the game, um, and LA still is having a fighting chance right now. They are the number 3 spot right now, fighting for it. They are still 2 games back, 3 points back. Sorry, they are 2 points back, but they're tied with Nashville, both at 70 games. So right now, Nashville having that last spot. I want to say if Utah can stick with winning, they got 11 games left. They can stick with that. They'll probably be the wild card number 1 spot.
Yeah.
And then you got Nashville, Kings, Seattle, and so you have the Sharks and the Jets right there. You never know what can happen with any of those teams because they're all been hot and have been cold. Nashville again right now has been very hot on a 4-game winning streak. They're finding themselves. They're probably sick and tired of everything. But
It's gonna be crazy just that they made playoffs.
but yeah,
It'd be so weird.
yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I just don't know how they would do. I just don't really think they would do very well.
Yeah,
But I haven't
again, it's
watched
the hottest team going
It is
in.
a hot team, and I haven't watched much Preds hockey this
Yeah,
year just
so
'cause
we knew that they were the bottom 3 all year. Trade deadline now,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of done, and they kind of just been slowly rising, and they're there.
Kinda did what Calgary
So
did, I feel like, last year, where
yeah,
same thing, where Calgary towards the end of the season started to move up, and started to crack, or even St. Louis too. I mean, that's what they did. They
yeah.
moved up and they
So
cracked playoffs, and then they took Winnipeg to 7 games.
exactly. Um, so yeah, me personally, I don't see Sharks making it back up. I think I don't know. I think they're on that losing streak. They would have to get on a heater right now.
They were way too inconsistent.
Yeah, so not I don't see them coming. Same with the Jets. They would have to go on a big heater. I just don't see it. They have been rising, I will say.
Ever since the Olympic break, the Jets playoff
They haven't been doing terrible. They're 5-3-2. Not great though. They are the best on that wild, looking in for that hunt. They are the best last 10. Seattle's the worst at 3-7. Same with the Sharks 3-5-2. The Canes 4-3-3. But yeah, it just kind of depends on what all happens, of course, with these teams. But I'm going to say for sure, look for probably the Canes and Nashville really fighting for the last wild card spot again. If teams can get hot here, but I don't see the Jets or the Sharks. Seattle maybe could get a push in, but honestly, if my Kings don't make it, I'm fine with Nashville, of course. I would love to see Kopi in it, but I don't think the Kings are going to have enough to get through. To be honest, I'm gonna probably say what you see right now is what you're gonna get in this um, Western Conference because yeah, I just don't. Again, if Kings and they're fighting, Kings fight against Nashville, they win all. Say they go out and win every game. Same with Nashville, they're still going to be a game above them. So
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening. But yeah, the only other exciting part is Vancouver's our first eliminated team from playoffs, which so sad.
They're already golfing.
Yeah, already. Well, finishing their season. But again, probably the most exciting of the whole NHL is this Eastern Conference. You have the lack of the Western, that kind of the Eastern is kind of taking over. A team that everyone's like, I've been talked to Ryan. He's definitely not. I think maybe surprised that Buffalo's at number one.
But I'm telling you though, like I told in Buffalo,
but he believed.
I believed.
I didn't. Just like Nashville, I believed in Nashville. He didn't believe in Nashville. I didn't believe in Buffalo. He did.
This is why you believe.
And
it took 14 years.
But they've been hot. They're 8-1. They're the hottest team right now.
I wonder like what like how does that even happen? Like you fire your GM
and everything,
and like they it's not like they haven't done that in the past. It's been done in the past, but like I'm gonna get like it's generational turnaround. Like those guys, the last like 40 or something, like, or there's an unrealistic statistic. Like the last like since like December on to now is just stupid. I don't think they lost like under 15 games.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
And like I said, they're hot. They're the hottest team right now. 8-1-1.
And they're all playing together well.
Yes,
like they're all like like we all saw the Matthews thing a week or so ago about how Matthews took that knee on knee from Gudas. Basically, nobody protected.
Yeah,
and went out to fight. Well, that wasn't the same when Buffalo faced off against Tampa Bay. When Tampa Bay was kind of bullying them a little bit. As a whole team, they came together and they weren't allowing themselves to be pushed around.
Yeah.
And so even Darlene and those guys, like they don't want Darlene said, I don't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight, but it's for my team. I'll stick up for them.
Yeah.
So that's freaking team, man.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the Buffalo in probably in their first playoffs.
Caps will make it. That'd be the team I'm cheering for the East.
Yeah, honestly, I would be excited. Well, yeah, and especially if they can get the first round, like the number one spot, that'd be even better.
I think it's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
their weakness is gonna be their goaltending.
Yes, 100%. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited for that. I think the biggest thing is you have.
It's all going to be a long road because half these teams basically play each other along the way.
Yeah.
And so each freaking game for the next like month or 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, is basically a game 7.
Yeah.
And because like right now, Columbus and Philadelphia are playing. Boston and Toronto are playing, which is not much of but it's a bottom, but still. And then Ottawa and Detroit's playing right now. And that game's probably the biggest game one. Because
that's a wild card spot.
Not only is that a spot, last night Ottawa played, got the win, but like 2 or 3 of their defensive guys went out, starters. And like they're hurting. They're hurting. Very very hurting right now. Like they played Jordan Spence. He played 27 minutes last night. Yeah, 27 minutes last night. Like he was their first D. He was their number one because Sanderson's out. Jake Sanderson's out. Shabbat went out yesterday during the game. I think Thompson went out too as well. So like they had like their first 3D are out. Like and so like I said, like nothing against Jordan Spence, but he's not a guy who's used to playing 27 minutes a night.
Yep. And
so having to do that, and then on a back-to-back, you fly to Detroit to play Detroit tonight for a very crucial potential 4-point swing game because it's against a wild card. It's against
Yeah.
a opponent who's ahead of you. Like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, like it's just and that's not just today. That's the rest of the season for all
Yeah.
these teams that are fighting for a spot.
Spot. Yep.
There's not really any games that are against West teams other than the Caps played the St. Louis
That's
tonight, which it's like that's one. It's one in
yeah.
of itself. Like I don't our the Caps final game of the season, it's against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Caps still
Yes.
have to play the Philadelphia Flyers, and the Flyers still have to play. I think they play the Blue Jackets again. I think they have to play
Yeah.
them twice. Like it's a long road ahead for only a handful of games left.
Yeah. To me personally, I think for the wild card position, again, you have like even Montreal is technically still in the wild card position. You know, they're at
Mhm.
number 3 right now.
Mhm.
Columbus wild
Same thing
card.
for the Metro when you look at the
Yeah.
Penguins and the Jackets. Like
Yeah. So, um,
the Islanders had held the third spot since December 4th,
yeah.
and it's not like they're sucking.
Uh-uh.
They're not sucking. They're winning, and they lost it.
Yeah.
Like oh,
I think the 3 teams looking into a wild card spot that are contenders, I would say, is going to be Detroit, Ottawa, and
mhm,
Philly.
mhm.
And the only reason why I don't put Washington there, I know they're at 79 points,
It's a tough.
but they're going to be at 72 games in their next game.
Mhm.
That's
Tonight.
what's hard.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Um,
I don't know how we've played so many more games in every
yeah.
team. Like I don't. We at one
So
point we were almost 5 games ahead.
yeah,
We took. I'm not kidding you. A week off. The Caps didn't play for us like 7 days straight.
yeah,
Still were this far. Like it's unbelievable. I don't get how we built up so many. I think that's what hurt too.
yeah. So I think that's the teams to look for again. Yeah, like you said, every game's going to matter. Look at that. Look at Philly where they're at 80, but they're only at 69 games, so they could.
Mhm. They've already had more points. I think last year they finished with 76.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
76 points. So
yeah,
they've already outdone themselves.
yeah, they're a hot team, 7-2-1. They're on a 3-game winning streak. Ottawa, like you were saying, is hot. They're on a
Hot.
3-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10.
One of those losses was the Caps too.
Yeah. Detroit 4-4-2 on a losing streak of
Not
1.
good. Yeah.
The other teams that are hot, Carolina is hot right now at 7-3.
Yep. Pittsburgh.
Buffalo again is really hot, 8-1-1. Pittsburgh is at 4-3-3. Columbus 6-1-3. So all these guys are just
Cup's been hot since they've got their head
the
coach.
worst. Yeah, the worst team right now is Detroit, and that's
No.
in Ottawa's favor.
And
But
their captain's out. I don't know if he came back today or not.
yeah,
Larkin, he's been out for a minute.
yeah. So next team that's probably gonna get the can for elimination will probably be Chicago. Well, Chicago, New York, and
No.
Calgary are all at 65, so it's probably going to be one of those
Yeah.
3 teams, if not 2 of them. But yeah, it kind of sucks to see the Toronto, honestly, Rangers, Toronto, and Florida and Devils, honestly, all at the bottom there.
All made the playoffs last year.
Yeah,
pretty
so
much.
pretty sad to see that. Good for the teams that are
Mm.
maybe are going to be,
What happens
playing
if
in the long
Detroit
term.
doesn't make it this year? What do you do as a team
Yeah,
that's
'cause
basically like they've been holding a spot for a few months. At one point, they were like, I think they were tied for first for
yeah,
Carolina for number 1 in the East, even. And all of a sudden, to be where you're at now, when it's this close to the end, where every game is crucial. How do you go? How do you go to your fans, everybody, at the end of the season if you don't make the playoffs again? And then Buffalo does after the turnaround they have.
yeah,
I know Buffalo has been out longer, but Detroit's not far
Oh yeah,
behind.
and they're for hockey, they seek that Stanley Cup.
Yes.
Think of Lindstrom and Dasuk and Zimmerman, all
Well,
those
the
guys.
Yzerman plan
Yeah,
them. This is
that's
the years right now where they're
yeah,
supposed to be competing for a
yeah.
cup.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know if is it a failed attempt, right? As a GM. I know he's
Do you
a
blow it
good
up?
GM.
Do you
Like
blow it up?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do as Detroit. It'll be interesting.
Because I don't know what they have for picks.
I don't either.
Where they're at. I can't imagine they've got to be.
There's a
on the
team
top.
out there that's like they're in the playoffs and their picks are just crazy amount. Like their first round.
Nashville.
Is it Nashville? Yeah, Okay, yeah. I was like, Nashville's like loaded. They have like next draft. They have like the most picks,
Yeah, I think it's
which is
Nashville.
crazy.
I think it's
But
Nashville. I think it's Nashville.
I think no, I think you're. Yeah, I think it is Nashville.
Mm.
So,
I
But
remember them loading up on picks.
okay, do you want to talk about your Caps or no?
No, I don't need to talk about it.
We got that taken
I'm
care
just
of.
excited. Oh, I guess I could just say, man, you see Hudson play at all? Have you seen any of his
He's
highlights?
been looking like a stud.
Dude's kind of cocky too, but in a good way. Like
Yeah.
for a good way. In a good way. He's very serious.
Who was he going after the other night?
Jack, baby.
Yeah, that's
Hughes.
Jack
You see that,
Hughes.
man?
Yeah.
Choke slammed him down on the ground,
Yeah, I
bro.
was gonna
Love
say he's
that.
going after some
He
a
was,
big
and
guy.
he was got he got the secondary assist on Ovi's 1000th goal.
He
So
couldn't keep that puck.
oh,
No.
that's Ovi's puck
Yeah.
too. That's not his.
No,
But
yeah, I'm excited for that. I know, yeah, he's got some big shoes to fill with
huge. Carlson gone.
Carlson gone.
I think he'll be right though. I don't know. I like him. I think he's gonna be, honestly, I think he'll potentially be a better player than Lane.
That's what I was thinking too. Like just by like his toughness.
Yeah.
Right.
You
know, his brother's not like gonna be that physical guy.
Mhm.
He's got the skill, but
I feel like Cole's kind of got it all.
Yeah.
Like more of a whole compared to like Lane's like pretty skilled and everything. But
the Lumberjacks. So the other Hudson brother is
that actually their brother?
Yeah, he's playing with
I know. I
Carter.
saw that video of them,
and they're like all
about.
how's your brother? Your brother gonna get this? Yeah, and all this and that. So
that's crazy. So I was wondering because I saw they had him mic'd up, and I saw the video where Carter made the comment about but like, Hudson teeing it up to Ovi on his whatever it was,
power play,
and I was that one of the comments I was gonna make to Carter. I was actually gonna ask him, like, is that actually like Hudson's brother? Like, God damn, what a hockey family, dude. His dad played in the league, and then Lane, then Cole, and then now it's like, what's crazy is I don't know if this generation or that generation's just
brothers.
Yeah, you have the
Dean brothers, man. They just kind of started that.
You got the Hughes, and then you got the Hudsons, and then
gosh, what if you could get a team
Kachucks?
Like the first 3 lines or 2 lines are just brothers. The Fogleys, the Hughes.
There's another. I mean, there's another. So I just saw a post somebody saying that the Caps need to draft these 2 twin brothers that are the Rucks or something, or
in the OHL right now, or
WHL. WHL it was, they're 2 twins and they're on the first line together or whatever. They're both just studs.
But how are you gonna get that one, like a 2-3 pick right back? I don't know.
Ask Vancouver.
I don't know how that. I would have to
they got both the Sedin brothers.
I
don't know. At this point, we're gonna get close to where you can choose the Mount Rushmore of duos or brothers, because like saying right now, there's 3 different sets of brothers that I know, like the Kachucks, the Hudsons, the Hughes.
Dude, that would be like, we should make a list like out of those, like who's. Again, Sedins were, a little bit more, but it's like in their prime with these guys is going into their we'd have to.
Did you also know that Matthew Kachuk, I think he was either first or second for slowest skater.
Oh, I know Matthew.
19 miles an hour.
Dude, you can tell he's slow.
Ovi was faster.
I think I'm faster than Matthew.
I don't get it. His brother Brady's fast, and his brother Brady has a bigger forehead. I don't get it. I don't understand.
All right, we're gonna end that there. Thanks guys again for watching. If you made it this far,
we're sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. No. Go Caps.
Anyways, again, follow us here on YouTube if you guys aren't already. Instagram and TikTok.
Go Cougars.
Go Cougars. Yes, next year
we're excited. Sorry, that's the alumni coming at me.
We're excited for everything. Hopefully next video we can get Carter on here, talk about their playoffs as they are going to be starting that back-to-back chance.
Maybe we could ask. We should ask, and maybe if Jackson will come on now and talk about the state tournament, the upset, and everything, and how it felt.
Good.
I don't know, just maybe that's just an idea shooting you guys heard. I don't know. I think that'd be nice. Just because it's after, and that's never happened. Upsetting, how it was in the locker room going in on that, especially on that.
Get them right here.
That Brookings game. Going into the 3rd period down 2-0. What are you feeling?
I like it. We'll see what we can do. So, stay tuned for that, guys. As we got a couple more episodes and Stanley Cup playoffs will start. So, we'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.